Freddie on the trucks. Freddie the narrow gauge engine wouldn't stop grumbling. Night after night he kept the other engines awake. I'm tired of pulling coaches. I want to see the world. But the other engines took no notice, but Freddie is a little engine with a long tongue. Later that night, Scruff came to the sheds to cheer Freddie up. I've got some trucks for you to take tomorrow, he said. If I pull coaches in the yard instead tomorrow, you can take my trucks. That would be lovely, said Freddie. Thank you. And with that, Scruff and Freddie made a deal. The next morning, the engines woke up, and when their drivers and firemen were talking about what Freddie and Scruff said last night, and then they spoke to their manager, and when they said yes, Freddie was finally ready to go. And with that, Freddie puffed out of the sheds, and he was off. And Scruff puffed away too. And Scruff puffed away too. He was ready as well. And with that, Scruff was off in a flash. Freddie had never pulled trucks before, and then he was ready to do it. Steady, boy, steady, said the driver. Oh, 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 screamed the trucks. Stop bumping us. But Freddie was still in a hurry. Steady, said his driver. There's plenty of time. But Freddie didn't listen. The trucks were all in a row, but not yet coupled. Freddie was still waiting. Come on, he said. There's still time, said the driver. Didn't you listen? But Freddie was still impatient. The trucks were coupled together at last. So was Freddie as well. The guard blew his whistle, and then Freddie was off. Steady, boy, steady, said the driver. There's plenty of time. But Freddie was still excited. He hurried along the line and felt so excited. I'm excited, he went on, and then he continued along his way. He raced past by the docks, and then he was still excited about the trucks. Slow down, said his driver. You're still going too fast. The trucks had a plan. They were going to play tricks on Freddie. We'll do it soon, they all said, and they were all ready about it. They went up the hill. They went through the viaduct, and they went through Boulder Mountain. We'll stop there for a rest, said the driver, and then Freddie agreed so too. No, 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 shouted the trucks as they were bumping into each other. Go on, they yelled, and they pushed Freddie down Boulder Mountain, and they pushed him down the hill. Help, help, said Freddie. I can't stop. Freddie was so worried. He shouldn't have gone this too fast, and he should have listened to his drivers. He should have listened to his drivers and firemen's cautions. I guess I should have listened carefully, but I didn't know, thought Freddie. On, faster, faster, shouted the trucks. Help, said Freddie. Then he came back to the docks. This time, the signalman had changed the point into a different siding. Freddie's driver applied the brakes, but Freddie bumped into the buffers. Phew, said Freddie. That was close. There stood the Fat Controller. Why, hello, Freddie. Why, hello, Freddie, he said. What are you doing here? Those I'm pulling Scruff's trucks. He told me that he was pulling coaches today. It's 'cause we had a swap. I see, said the Fat Controller. He looked very, very concerned with Freddie and worried too. Well, you've got to learn. Well, you have a lot of things. Well, you still have much to learn about trucks as well as coaches, Freddie, he said. I'm afraid you still have a lot to learn about them all too. And he did. Freddie puffed sadly away, and then Freddie was still at the docks, worried and concerned. He still had a lot to learn about trucks and coaches, and the Fat Controller was right about it.